Bonjour, this is Emma for the second part of our classes on French pronunciations. Last time we saw two-letter syllables and today we're going to go from there. So this first exercise is going to be a bit different from the one we saw last time. I'm going to read some words and take a pen and a paper and try to write down the group of syllables you hear. And as you can see, we give you a whole group of syllables you can choose from. So I'm going to pronounce the words, repeat them, and I suggest you repeat them after me and then try to find out which syllable goes under the drawing, and after I'll show you the correction. Okay, so let's start. I'm actually going to read the list of syllables first, and you can repeat after me. Lu, ro, ne, ma, be, la. Now, don't forget that when the letter E is at the end of a word, you actually are not going to hear it. So, let's start. This is un lama. Repeat, un lama. And then write down how you're going to write, which syllables you're going to choose to write the word lama. La lune. La lune. Write your two syllables. Une robe. Une robe. And you can pause the video if it goes too fast so that you have time to write it down. So again, those three words were un lama, la lune, une robe. Now we have first I'm reading the list of syllables. Mo, ka, to, be, je, tu. Mo, ka, to, be, je, tu. And the words un tube. Un tube. Write it down. Une moto. Une moto. Write it. And une cage. Une cage. I'm going to read again the list of the three words. Un tube, une moto, une cage. Une cage. Let's do the last line. Be sure you repeat the syllables after me and the words as well before you start writing them down. Pi, lu, le, be, je, cu. Un cube. Un cube. Une pile. Une pile. Repeat before choosing your syllables. Une pile. Une luge. Une luge. Okay. And now we are going to go into three-letter syllables. But if you've practiced the two-letter syllables, it should be actually very easy. So, une, and it's the same thing. So I'm going to read actually the list and then tell you the words, and you have to write down what you hear. So, bleu, me, si, plus, ne, pru. Note the difference between plus with the L, plus, and pru with the R in French. Une plume, une plume. Une cible, une cible. Une prune, une prune. And I'm showing you the answers so you can compare with what you've written, and you can pause the video to take your time. Then we have ka, gre, dre, be, ti, kra. Note the difference between ka and kra. Got the R in the middle here. Un crabe. So I'm not saying un cab, I'm saying un crabe. Un cadre. Un cadre. Un tigre. Un tigre. And here are the answers, so you can compare with what you wrote down. Then we have une table. Oh, sorry, I forgot to read the last list. Ta, bre, ar, li, ble, vre. Une table. Une table. Un arbre. Un arbre. Un livre. Un livre. So be sure to write down what you hear. Une table, un arbre, un livre. And here are the answers. Compare with what you wrote. And we have one more line. Mas, que, ba, se, ge, gla. Note the difference between que and ge. And as you notice, the difference of English, you never pronounce the U after the letter Q. So you have some que and ge. Same thing. No pronounce the U after the G. Ge. So une bague. Une bague. Un masque. Un masque. So remember that you don't pronounce the final E's at the end of the word. So you're only going to hear mas and then some k, masque. Et une glace. Same thing. You're not going to hear the final E, but just the sound s. Une glace. So gla and s. Une glace. Okay, and now we're going to have a, well, of course, once you have checked your answers on this last line, here is a little different exercise. We've got an item and 3 different words listed next to it. Well, only one of those words is correct. So I'm going to read you the correct word, and you have to figure out which one between 1 to 3 is the right one. So write down also on a piece of paper 1 to 3 or 1, 2, 3 for each, so that you determine which one is correct. And I'll show you the answers after. So the first one is une banane. Banane. So I'm not saying baban, I'm not saying naban, I'm saying banane. Next, un radis. Radis. I'm not saying rabi, I'm not saying sidar, I'm saying un radis. Next, une pipe. Une pipe. So I'm not saying kip, I'm not saying bid, I'm saying une pipe. Next one, on the right column here, une valise. Valise. So here, I'm just going to tell you the answer because something new here. If it were the first one, when you have 2 S's next to each other, it's the same sound S, like in serpent. Serpent. S. So it would be valise. But it's not valise, it's valise. with a z sound. So number 2 and 3, it's actually the same pronunciation, but we spell it with an S, not with a Z. Well, that would be exactly the same sound, valise. So we write it with one S. So if you have one S, it's a Z sound, like Z. If you have two S's, it's a S sound, okay? So une valise. Next, un matelas, un matelas. So I'm not saying un atlas, nor un maleta, but un matelas. And the next one, an ananas, ananas. So I'm not saying a mama, I'm not saying nanana, I'm saying an ananas. Okay? And I'll show you all the answers after. So this one is un robot, un robot. So I'm not saying rodo, I'm not saying rabat, I'm saying robot. Next, une cafetière, cafetière, cafetière. So notice the f sound. So it's not une cavetière, it's not une cachetière, it's une cafetière. Next, une bête. Well, this one, 1 and 2 would be une bête, same pronunciation, and the last one would be une bête. So with a hat like this, or accent starting from the left, is the eh sound. Your mouth is very much open, eh. And if the accent starts from the right, like the third word here, is sound e. So e. Can you repeat? E. So it's not une bête, it's une bête. So it's actually the first one, une bête. Then last 3 words on the right, une vache, une vache. So it's not une tache, it's not une chave, it's une vache. Next, un damier, un damier. So it's not panier, it's not bagnier, it's damier. And the next one, un vélo. So with what I told you for bête and bit, I guess you can guess this one, because I'm not saying vélo, I'm saying vélo. So it's the more close sound, so it's the second one, vélo. Okay? And now I'm showing you the corrections. You can take your time, compare with what you wrote down, and that's it for our second class.